Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Josie. Josie, I can see through the veil, and I'm starting to communicate that now because I've been taking a lot of information and I haven't been speaking a lot of it. So I'm practicing that now, and I'm here to talk about the light and the dark and how this whole thing is so chaotic right now because we may not understand it completely, but I'm here to explain what it has been, what it is now, and where it's going. So, with the light and the dark, I'm talking about the dark people that control the world, or that are trying to, and then the light, which is growing at a rapid speed, and it's not stopping. So, in the past, previously, before, we had this. Oh, fudge, I forgot to start recording on my mic. In the past we had in the past we had light. No, in the past we had dark beings in a dark reality. And the dark knew about the light. And then, previously, the light didn't know about the dark. So, if we, the light, don't know about the dark, how do we know the game they're playing? That's the tricky part, is that we have to know the game they're playing in order to move out of it, ascend out of it, see what's limiting us, stopping us, so that we can integrate the darkness, thus ascending. So now we're in this new energy, this light energy, and now the light is aware of the dark. And the dark is falling because the dark can't live in this new energy, this new upful, harmonious, loving energy. It can't survive. It only lives here, and it only feeds off of us if we're in a state of fear. This is why there's so much programming, there's so much distractions, because it's trying to take you away from yourself. So do whatever you have to do to disconnect, to return back to yourself, because you're the only one that can do it. If you're watching so many movies every night, maybe it's time to take a break from that and, clear your mind and return back to yourself and the things that worked for you, resonated with you, anything. Return to that. Return to yourself, your heart, your soul, your peace, and be there. Be there if you've clouded your mind too much with media or information or movies or our friends. Just disconnect for a bit. Because loneliness is a gift from God. He chooses his ones that he wants to isolate so that they can go through the dark night of the soul and really experience the beauty and the darkness in ourselves, in the world. And I'm not too sure where I was going with this, but I start to see glimpses of the earth showing its beauty to me, speaking to me, because I've found it within myself. I found a peace within myself that I never knew was there, existed. I think 2 years ago, I remember seeing my stepmom playing with some tarot cards, and I thought in my head, no way would I ever be into that, or I don't understand anything of that, and I don't want to. That was my mind at the time. And then now, I've awakened, and I'm never going to be awakened, I don't think. I think we're always awakening, and we're never... I think the universe is infinite, and so with that, we will never, ever be fully awakened. But we can be satisfied with our awakening. So, with the light and the dark, in this new energy, this darkness is falling. It's going away. It's fading away. It's bye. Because it can't exist in this new love and light energy. We're in 2023. In 2023, if you add them up, it equals 7. And in numerology, 7 is the number of spirituality. It is the mystic number. It is the wise number. This person is always, yearning to go deeper, always to go deeper within themselves. And a very wise person. This is somebody who is meant to live a spiritual life and really explore and be curious about everything that life has to offer to them. The experiences, everything is teaching you things, and the symbols, the numbers, the people you hang out with, they're all reflections of you. We're all divine reflections of each other, but we can also be trauma reflections. We can also have friends that have friendships, families, partners that have the same traumas as us, so that we can really learn. They're all lessons. This is just one big lesson to be here. It's really cool to meditate and then, connect with all that I am, and then, open my eyes and then be like, oh, right, back to this human thing. And then I feel all airy, and then I have to sit down and ground myself, or drink water afterward, or hold a grounding stone or something. That just happened to me. But I get so many downloads as of recently because I'm allowing them to come to me, and I'm asking the universe, and I'm asking the light codes from the sun, and tapping into these higher things. There's always things that are calling and speaking to us. It's just a matter of listening and being patient to hear the messages. I love how I'm flowing, and I'm not really going on a certain topic. I mean, the certain topic was light and dark, but there's so many things that, there's so many places you can go into. And I'm still learning not to make it perfect, because I'm this divine feminine that flows and doesn't have to put everything in a box, because I make the new. I am the new, and I'm making whatever with what I have, And it's beautiful to create and imagine and just use what you have to make the best of the situation and to even make it better. And that's the feminine. It's using all the beauty. It's seeing all the beauty in nature and its abundance as a divine reflection of myself. Why did we let our minds take over us? We are in control of our minds. If only we knew all that we are, we would be living in palaces of gold, not on dirty, littered streets. It's like we've forgotten who we are. We've forgotten our throne, and we don't even know it. That, I think, was something like that was channeled through Mikos. Or was it? No, it has to be Mikos, yeah. In Diana Robin's book, Messages from the Hollow Earth. It went something like that, but it's true, because we see all this beauty around us, and also in material things, yet we don't reflect that on ourselves. We're this divine creation, and maybe we know part of that, but we really need to start taking ourselves as kings and queens and gods and goddesses. And once we do, and we are, we just need to grow more in numbers, is what I'm saying. We are going to unlock our memories, and we're getting our memories back. That's what it is. We're getting our memories back. Some of us have gotten our memories back. Some are maybe have increments. And that's the beautiful process right there is, wow, just remembering the true essence, the true nature of ourselves, which is that we can exist anywhere and everywhere. I mean, right here in this physical body and this earth, it's just been really dense for a while, so things are very physical, and this third dimension reality, it's what we're working with still. But when we go and we dream, we are connected to our more of our true self, which is we can go anywhere we want to, we can fly, we can go through walls. That's why some of us, I think, that are incarnated as these beings, these more advanced beings, like the felines, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Avians, the Zetas, that's the Zetas, the insectoids. The list goes on. When we try to be human, it's hard, but it's really uncomfortable sometimes, because we're so used to being so expansive. We're expansive. We're so vast. We are so vast that this feels very limiting. This feels very limiting. Just this. But the beautiful thing is that we still have all these capabilities. The thing is, we still have all these capabilities with our imagination. Isn't that this is the coolest thing ever, is that we can still be in this physical body, but the way we can see through all these realities and all the vastness is with our imagination. And they told us, not to believe in imagination, and it's all just fake. Well, imagination is the realest thing here, and it is the one thing that can allow us to be in different realities while being here. That's the magical thing. So with the light and the dark, I guess I would say most of you that are watching are wanting to grow and expand and be of this light and activate your light body, doing things like grounding, meditating, sun gazing, eating right fruits, juices, the H3O. That is, to me, the one food that is meant for humans. It grows on trees and we pick them. Think of our roots. Think of Adam and Eve time, when, I don't care however you see the story, but just look at fruits, look at mangoes that grow on trees, and see it as fruit of the gods because it's somewhere high up. I mean, yeah, there's like berries and things that are down there, but I think the further up these foods are grown in a natural way from a tree, it's giving me the message of it's a godly food because it is up in the heavens where the trees are trying to reach, while its roots are still down in hell. This is the food that makes me the most happy, and I really feel strongly that fruit is the one major food source, the best food source for humans to consume. It's good for our bodies. It works to eliminate toxins. It has so much water in it that you don't even have to drink water. You could just get it from your fruit. You could do that. You can, the way they look, they're so structured. the structured water in there is so structured because it's already in its pristine state. If you grow it yourself organically, if you're, if you do it with a lot of love, it'll give you that love back, because plants, they love to give. They're so giving. You speak to them, they'll speak back to you, and they love to give. So when you grow your own food, and it'll give you and nourish you that abundance 10 times more than, like what you would just buy, like an organic fruit at the store, because you're nurturing it yourself. And you can even put your seeds under your tongue, and there's this whole thing, it's called seed germination, DNA, seed encoding. Just look up those words, and basically you can infuse your seed, infuse the food, the crop that you're growing, with your own saliva, and then afterward you hang around it, walk on it, and then it will grow specifically for you. It'll grow specifically for you. I haven't done this, but you can read on it. I read it and it resonated with my heart, because it makes sense that if we're naturally growing all of our foods, right? Say you want something specifically for you, because we're all so unique that we can do that with our foods. Because I'm talking about growing our own foods. That is normal to me. Everybody growing their own foods. It just seems so normal that you would say, yeah, I'm going to grow my own food, and this time I'm going to make it so special for my special body. It just feels right. So I just wanted to share that, because it's so fascinating to me. I can't wait to do that. So with this new energy, we're moving upward. That's why all of our darkness and all these things are finally coming to the surface, because they don't want to go unnoticed. This darkness of us doesn't want to go unnoticed, because it wants to be transmuted into light. The reason why it's there is because it wants to go into the light, and that's your job, is to transmute it. Peace, love, and light, but also integrating the darkness. And then that's the beautiful thing, because every time we heal, like every time we go through a major healing, we start to feel a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter. I know I did when I threw up. Whoa, yeah, I threw up some emotions, and I felt like a connection kind of restored with someone, and then I kind of let go, and I was finally happy with what happened, and I was just like, okay, that's life. And like, look, if you're in like stuck and looking at your life, it's so helpful for me to just look at it as a whole, because we get so stuck in either our home, our city, our state. But go way beyond that. Go and look at the other planets. Go and look at the other galaxies. That, go way beyond that and start to think of it as a whole, as this life, as this universe as a whole, and realize that all these things are happening to you for a reason, and you have to realize that. And we're awakening to that, and we're remembering who we are. Write down your dreams in the morning, in the rising. Because it is a grand rising. Why the fuck are we mourning each other every rising? That's something you do when somebody dies, right? I don't know, that was a big one for me. I was like, okay. Words are very powerful as well, so we cannot talk to ourselves in a negative way, joking or not. We cannot anymore. We cannot do this, because we are jeopardizing ourselves. We are casting spells on ourselves, and we are programming in ourselves. I'm stupid. I'm ugly. Even if it's a joke, you constantly say these things. You're implementing them in your mind. And just like when you go to a doctor, say you go to a doctor, you have a disease, a really terrible one, and then they tell you, say it's not that bad even, and they go and tell you, seems like you're going to have 2 years left to live. And they now implement that program into your vessel, into your mind, and it is done. Because now you believe it. If you believe it, you will die in 2 years, because that's the programming they do to us. It's so simple, but if we really believe that, then it'll become our reality. We'll believe it. So that's why affirmations are so important, because they're the truth. We strongly feel that love for ourselves. So when I say I'm powerful, I have been given endless talent, which I begin to utilize today. I radiate beauty, charm, grace. I let go of fear. I let go of pain. I live in only love. Happiness expands within me. It lightens my life and touches everyone I meet. I prosper in health. I prosper in love. I prosper in happiness. Today is a perfect day for a perfect day. And go about your day. But these things, they program us in a good, healthy, positive way. So, in the background, I like to have some affirmations based on stuff that I'm working on. And it doesn't matter if I'm listening to it or not. As long as it's in the background and my subconscious can hear it, then I'm programming this new mind for positive, healthy, upful things that I'm ready to accept and I'm ready to allow into my life. This is what we need to start doing. And being cautious of the things we watch in movies, because they tell you what they're doing and planning all the time, but the thing is they mix that in with lies. So that's why we need to discern and use our intuition to say, then that's wrong. We're taking our power back. We're taking the power back. I think that's a song. We are the 144,000. And my throat chakra is blue! I'm just so excited to be here, and if any of this resonated, take it, and if things didn't resonate, discard it. Please do, because you are the creator, and you're so much more powerful than you think. And I ask that you continue to go on the journey of the things that you're curious about and passionate about, and just remember, the things you're excited about, when you're in that energy of excitement, that is a very powerful feeling. Excitement is what commends us to do the things we want to do. I'm so excited to go on that podcast. I'm so excited to go on that run. I'm so excited to see my friend. We get so excited. That excitement is such a high vibrational feeling. Just please remember that, because I've always resonated with that, and just to hear confirmation from someone I heard was the biggest thing. And what was another confirmation? Is that, when we're so present with each other, we're in the now and we're speaking. I can't even remember the things I just talked about. But if I use my mind, I can go back and then tell you what I was just talking about. But it doesn't matter anymore, because I'm talking about right now. I smell my room. I smell the Palo Santo. I taste my smoothie. I can see my camera. Being present just right now. The things I just talked about doesn't matter. And so I've always been like in school, like, why am I so different? Why are other people having a better time understanding than I do? Why am I dumb? I used to talk to myself like this, and I realize how different I am, and that I'm so intelligent. And I just forgot about that I work a certain way, and society wants you to be a certain way. Oh my god. So pay attention to your dreams, and be observant, but also connect. And yeah, I think that's all for now. My dad's calling me. Much love.